welcome to Beyond Astro K and welcome to Cancer September Tarot 2021. Now this is just a general reading. If you would like a full reading, go to the description where all the details are below. Hello Cancer. Cancer, this is your September 2021 reading. Now Cancer, a lot of your energy is connected to your third house. So this is to do with writing, speaking, your communication. This is also to do with learning and, your neighbors and also your siblings. So I feel a lot of you Cancers can be like busy bees in September. This is going to be a lot of you really getting down to work. During September, we have energies that's connected to your third house. And it is in your ninth house, which is about higher learning. And there'll be, I feel that there's some push and pull, whether it's time for you to, some of you actually might decide to want to learn by yourself or actually go to college, seeking like a mentor. Be mindful that whatever you decide to do, that there is, you're sort of like rereading over things, because a lot of your drive and energy is to do with like your learning. But also, when it comes to like your higher learning, you may be in two minds. Things may not be so clear. So if you are going to be, signing any contracts, anything to do with like the law, or, even you seeking out a mentor, or even people that are different from you, that things are actually clear, because there could be lots of conversations. And if things are not clear, that can make a lot of you feel like, oh, this is not really worth my time. And it's actually something a lot of you really want to do. We also have some energy, we have the full moon, the new moon, which is in your third house. This is a great time for a lot of you Cancers to really, get busy, get down, communicate who you need to communicate with. If some of you Cancers are writers, which, a lot of famous Cancerians are, this is time for you to, really restart that project if you've always wanted to do it. Okay. And we also have, we have some oppositions to Neptune, which is in your ninth house. So the sun in your third opposing your ninth house, it can cause some confusion, but it can also make you feel that, what you actually wanted to do was actually worth it. Yeah. But listening to yourself, listening to your body, listening to your intuition is going to be of great help, I feel, for a lot of you Cancers. We also have, a trine, the sun in your third. It does trine Uranus in your 11th house. So this is actually really great for you to, gaining inspiration from like groups and organizations that you associate with. Some of you may even want to be around different types of people, but also know that things are going to be changing. Like even your goals could actually change now. And this is definitely to do with being around different types of people. Okay, but the new moon is going to actually activate something within you that you've always wanted to do. And when we come to like your card reading, you have the 3 of Wands, and this is about action. Okay, this is about you taking action of the situation. I feel some of you Cancer, especially during like the Leo season, and obviously a lot of the energy was connected to like your money and resources and your self-worth. And some of you may have been doing some stuff behind the scenes, but now the sun's in your third. This is time for you to like actually, if you have been taking notes, if you've been watching people, if you've also been, wishing on a star, this is the great time for you to do it. The 3 of Wands is also showing you that things can actually move very fast. And the fast pace, because also the 3 is about, communication as well. Okay, it's a very positive card. So really pace yourself. Try not to do too much things at the same time. I know some of you may actually feel very excited, but also, your energy could really, it could ebb and flow. So it's very important for you to really listen, take heed of what your body is saying, don't over stress, don't try not to overthink as well. Even though overthinking, because sometimes when we are doing something, we do have to think before we, think before we speak, but still, you remember that you are in control of yourself, you are in control of your body, you are in control. And I do feel some of you are going to, especially because you've got Uranus involved, a lot of you can also get a lot of, I feel a lot of you can get a lot of support right now. So if you are posting up on social media, if you are posting, if you are joining like a new group, there can be people that can actually help you. You also have the Eight of Wands, but the Eight of Wands is reversed, so this can definitely cause a lot of you to be, the energy, especially in the first, I'll say the first 2 weeks, energy is very fast paced, like mentally, emotionally, physically, but there can be some unwanted tension that a lot of you Cancers don't need as well. And this can make a lot of you be quite introspective. It can make a lot of you feel that, that things are actually rushing too fast. So some of you could actually try to do too much because you're working very hard, and this could actually cause like the opposite effect. Or some of you may feel that you're too overwhelmed. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to go within myself. I don't want to speak to no one. I don't want to see anyone. Okay, so there's new experiences definitely happening for you for the first 2 weeks. But it's all about listening to yourself, because, you have two fire cards. This is Mercury in Sagittarius. And with Mercury, this Mercury in Sagittarius card is about, it's about lots of energy, action. But it can be unwanted action, unwanted energy. It could just be too much. So, Cancer, just pace yourself. You also have Cancer, because I feel some of you Cancers are thinking, oh, but you also have the Four of Swords, which is reversed. And this card is actually saying, when you try, when it's time to have that downtime, really try and have it, because a lot of you are not. I feel a lot of you are not, and I think it's definitely overexcitement that a lot of you are having. There's a lot of overexcitement, and so it should be, because the sun's come from your first, then it's gone to your second, now it's your third. So now it's just like, bam, I'm gonna do this. But this is actually saying this is saying that you're not really listening to yourself. It's not listening to what your mind is saying. There's no like connection to the mind and the heart. Okay, and so I feel some of you may also because you are mentally simulated now, and you don't want to lose that momentum. If you rest, that means that you're going to miss out. If you rest, that means you're going to lose that idea you had. If you like stop, that means that something, you're gonna there's something, you're gonna miss something. You're gonna miss what your friends said. So even if like friends are constantly speaking to you, which a lot of them will be, you're having too much communication, if you don't help, that means that you're gonna feel bad. And if you don't do this, there's a lot of it's not insecurity, but there's a lot of I need to help, I need to do this all now. And the brain is very active this month as well. So some of you may be having it extremely active, some of you may be ebbing and flowing. So it's resting, it's listening to your body. If you need to nap, if you need to, because the four is of work, of hard work. If you put a lot of work in, then you get, but if you put in, you get out. But it's also saying, it's a time to like sort of like draw back when you need to draw back. Okay, the last card you have is the Two of Cups, and this is about harmony. And this is, in terms of like your health and your relationships as well. It's about balance, it's about harmony. And when the sun goes into Libra, which is in your fourth house, yes, there can be some a little bit of frustrations when it comes to your fourth house, but still there's going to be some harmony. It's going to be like, okay, I can sort of like relax now. I feel like I'm in my domain. I feel like I can, sleep a bit longer. The work that I have done, I can just do it tomorrow. So I feel like the ending of September, that's when there's like realization of, okay, I've done all this in September, but now I can just like, I can breathe. I can, see what the problem is. I can see why I had to work so hard. I feel some of you may be also doing a lot of self-analyzation, and this self-analyzation can come from yourself, or it can come from your partner. It can come from you actually speaking with your partner, having like proper conversations. And your partner may have wanted to say something before, but they'll probably didn't want to upset you because they knew that when you're in your zone, you're not to be disturbed. So now that I feel that there might be some like honest conversations happening, and you can see where you were going too far, and also you'll be very receptive to what your partner's saying. But also even in a health situation, I feel that your energy will be more boosted once you relax more. And I feel some of you also coming to September will be thinking about like really taking care of yourself as well, being a bit more, being kind to yourself, luxurious baths. And this is a card of harmony. It's actually a Venus in Cancer card, so this is a card of actually really spoiling yourself, being in that zone of having like hot chocolate, and you're listening to yourself more, listening to your intuition. Okay, so Cancer, that was your September 2021 reading. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And also, check out Empath Butterflies Tarot, who does readings on love and general for all the signs. So Cancer, thank you very much for reading. You don't feel free to actually leave a comment, tell me how September has gone, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.